Today we are going stand-up paddleboard fishing, but
we're kind of going to cheat. It'll be heaps of fun. We're going minimalistic though, so if I close that up, I put the esky on the top. That's what we've got today. An esky, a paddle, net, life jacket, small box of lures. Let's get into it. Oh yeah.
oh yeah, this is really stable. Obviously, if you're a fan of the channel, you know that this isn't something that I do often. Oh man, this is really nice.
Gorgeous, actually.
Look, the truth is, I'm not overly confident on this thing, hey? That's all right. We are doing some fishing. Now, I gotta be honest, I know it's a stand-up paddleboard, but I am not minding sitting down here, just chilling out, feet in the water, out. Oh, that was the lure. We got a weed edge over our left here, so that's what we're gonna fish, but usually at sounders I can tell how deep it is, but today, not so much. We're like half a paddle deep. Just want that thud, that tick. I see the line go taut. That fish is just like mine. Tick, bzzz. That's what I want to hear. We're in weed. We're in thick weed. Alright. That means hard bodies to me. Good old shallow jerkbait time.
Oh, fish. Fish, 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 fish. Oh, hell yeah. Flathead. Of course it's a flathead. Of course it's a flathead.
Oh yeah. You, sir, will not do for the day. Look at the tiny little guy, hey? Definitely healthy. See you, bud. Nice little release. It's pretty shallow here, actually.
So there's a few things that I noticed in today's outing that I thought I would share. I'm going to stick you up here and get this shot right. It's pretty washed out there. The SUP was a great way to go out today. We spent around about 8 hours on the water today, launched early this morning, mucked around for a fair bit of time, and then I have to admit it took me around about 3 or 4 hours to actually get used to what was going on in the SUP. I didn't feel comfortable at all, but then about 4 hours in I started to feel pretty good with it. I do think it was a great and peaceful way to spend the day out on the water, just relaxing, getting a bit of exercise, standing up and moving the arms and getting them worked out when I wasn't using the Bixpy. And on that, if you do put a Bixpy on your SUP, you're not going to use it all the time. Now, it is a bit of a noisy item. I actually said this in the kayak review a little while ago. A kayak is kind of like a guitar where it just reverberates the sound that the Bixpy motor makes into the water. If you're doing anything with fishing where you need to be a bit finessey, you're just going to spook all the marine wildlife around you, and you're not going to be able to, you're going to find it challenging to catch fish. The same goes for the S.U.P. It does get pretty loud again. You've just got a plank of material, foam mixed with wood, mixed with fiberglass, and you're running an engine on it. So of course there's going to be a bit of noise. So if you are looking for that real tranquility, well, I'd definitely use the Bixpy then as a form of transportation, very similar to how you use in a kayak. I do recommend you use the Bixpy to travel, so from this side to the other side of the lake that you can see in the background, but then a couple of 100 meters out, turn the Bixpy off and use your hands and row in the traditional SUP way. I'll quickly mention it, but the unit we're giving away that I just mentioned is actually courtesy of SLH, Scott Lovick Hobie. I'm wearing their competitor's hat, which I think is actually kind of whatever, but it's the only hat I've got and I didn't want to get sunburnt. So now SLH are a kayak dealer, a Hobie kayak dealer down south in Victoria, and they did import a bunch of these Bixpys earlier. I think it was late last year actually, but this unit is the one that I've been using to review, the one that I'm giving away. I also gave one away courtesy of them in a previous video as well. I'm just doing all my disclosures here so you know what's going on.
Now, I don't think you need to do this origami that I did this morning. I think if you were planning on putting a Bixpy on your boat, or your S.U.P. I should say, then you're not going to have to do this. But this was me jerry-rigging this just before I launched this morning, and it seems to have worked out okay. So you can see I put the strap, and the strap goes around to the front of this Bixpy here, so it's not going to fall off the back, and it's gone through the handle. So you know, that's not going anywhere. As it's rigged in there. So if I take this strap off here, I'll show you that it's through that handle and locked in place. And it's fully waterproof, the battery as well, so I know it's not going anywhere, and that's kind of handy.
I think if you're doing what I do, and if you're a regular channel member, you'll probably think the same thing. If you're into the fishing, you're probably going to need to sort out a better storage arrangement than what I had here. Man, I had that budget esky. This one here was just a grab from the back of my garage, and whilst it did the job, I don't think it was really ideal. I had it positioned too far back so that every time I wanted to reach for something, I kind of got off balance a little bit, and it was just a big container. I think there are better things on the market, like tackle boxes, that would be better suited for doing exactly what I did today. So I definitely look online for a better storage solution, because you might lose everything overboard, and that wouldn't be good at all. Things I missed as well were a safety tether on this bad boy. I had to make sure that it floated at the start so that I didn't run into problems, which was good. It did float. But aside from the storage, the noise that the Bixpy makes, and maybe lengthening that safety lanyard, I had a ball on the water today, just chilling out, cruising around. I've never been to this system before, and admittedly I'll probably never come back, but that's okay. It was perfect.
Right, today we are giving away this unit here. It's been used a couple of times, maybe like twice, but it is valued at a couple of $1,000s. So the Bixpy V2, a full pack with everything that you need that is in it for you to get going. Now, on there in the pack, I have left over a Pro Angler mount, a Hobie Pro Angler mount, so that'll be included, as well as a standard mount that goes into Hobie Outbacks, Hobie Compass, basically. But I will give it away in 1 week, and to enter, I need you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below on what you would use this unit on, whether that is a SUP or a kayak. Let me know exactly what type of kayak, as little detail, as much detail, whatever you want, throw it in the comments below. The second thing you need to do, because it is a high unit, I do need you to be a member of the channel. Now, membership obviously helps me stay independent and keeps me on the water, and there's a few buttons there you can use to sign up, but it is as little as $1 a week. So I'll draw that in 1 week from today, and one of you guys will have that in the mail.
Now, the last thing I'll say about Bixpy, and it's actually been said a few times before, is that Bixpy offers a fair bit of safety to people that might not be overly confident. And I still do believe that that's probably one of the biggest strengths about the Bixpy, having that security to be able to go, stuff it, my shoulders are tired, or I've pulled a hamstring, I'm just gonna sit down on this board or kayak, turn my Bixpy on, and then just motor home. So anyway, I've got a couple of days of filming going on, some pretty exciting content coming, including some bait caster stuff that's just sitting there, but I'm making my way up north. So tomorrow I'm going up to Bateman's Bay. So anyway, S.U.P. plus Bixpy, great day out on the water. Hope you enjoyed the video, stay safe. Remember the giveaway. I'll see you next time.